Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is August 1st and I have so many books going and I really need to start this book because I need to read it by August 11th. So what I'm gonna do is read at least 2 chapters of the books that I already have going before I start the Dictionary of Lost Words. So that is the plan. Let's get started reading. It is the beginning of August and I currently have 6 books going. I have a book off my July TBR, The Survivor Wants to Die at the End. I have this book, which is my book club book, which I need to read by next Monday or Tuesday. I have 2 Kindle books. I have an audiobook that I just started, and I have a nonfiction book, which is on my August TBR. So I think what we're gonna do is try to get some of these 6 books done. And the first one I'm gonna start reading is the Dictionary of Lost Words and try to get the next section. It's in parts. So I'm gonna try to get part 3 read, and then I'm gonna work on my Kindle books. So we'll check in when I have something completed. So late last night I actually finished 2 Twisted Crowns on my Kindle. I read like the last 60% in the one sitting, and so now my focus is going to be finishing up the Dictionary of Lost Words. Probably not today, but I am down to currently 5 books going instead of 6. So we're gonna try to get that down to like 4. That's more reasonable and manageable. So I'm gonna just kind of work on reading and maybe skip through my books. I've read a good chunk of this day, but my goal is to get to the end of part 3. I think I have about 40 pages left of that, and then that will feel like a good accomplishment for today. And then I want to jump back into The Survivor Wants to Die at the End and at least maybe read like 50 pages of this. So let's get. I have just about 100 pages left of this book that I need to finish for Monday. So I'm gonna read as much as I can in the next 40 minutes. And I'm gonna try to finish this book off today. And my goal for this weekend is to really get the books that I'm reading finished, because I have been working on them for a while and I just want to start new books. I'm just not feeling as inspired reading what I'm currently reading, and that's okay. But I do want to finish the things that I haven't started. So the first order of business is this one, because this one has a deadline, and then I also know that I will need to pick up my library book at the end of this weekend because I only have it for like 2 more weeks, so I want to get that done. So let's get reading. I finished the Dictionary of Lost Words, so I am ready for that book club meeting on Monday. It is currently Saturday, so I think I'm going to pick up The Survivor Wants to Die at the End and try to get like 100 more pages read of that book. And right now I'm down to only 4 books going. I'm waiting for my Spotify hours to renew today in like a couple of hours so I can continue that audiobook and finish that up, because I do have an audiobook hold from my library, but I want to finish up the one that I started before I do my hold at the library, plus that one's a little bit shorter. But yeah, and then after I finish up at least 1 more book, I want to do a spin. I made a spinner wheel for all of the Herkid prompts, and to pick kind of what my next book I want to look for. I do have my TBR there to pick from, but also I have a bunch of Kindle books and stuff like that, and there's so much that I want to read that I have the decision paralysis. So yeah, let's do a little bit more reading, get about 100 pages or so done of The Survivor Wants to Die at the End, and then maybe spin for a book to read. It is 2:30 right now, and it is incredibly dreary outside, so I decided I'm gonna light a candle, and I'm currently reading The Survivor Wants to Die at the End. I am 242 pages into this. I'm gonna try to get to the next section today, which is at about 295-ish pages, so about 50 more pages that I want to get read today. And then I kind of want to do a spin to see what to read next, but I also, you can't see it, let's go this way. I also have a library book that I really need to get started because that's due the 18th, I believe, so I probably should read that one. And I know that one should only take me a couple days. It's a Taylor Jenkins Reid book, but yeah, there's just so much that I want to read that I have like reading or the decision paralysis, but I should really get what I've started read first. So I'm gonna keep reading, enjoy this very cloudy, dreary day, and yeah, I will check in when I have something to update you on. So I really didn't end up accomplishing that much more reading this weekend. I have just had so much other stuff going on and really haven't felt motivated to read. So that's really all that I got done, but I did make some reading progress on my goals. I still have a ton of books left on my August TBR that I need to get through, but that's where I'm gonna leave this video off right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.